welcome to the World Equestrian Center for Winter Wonderland, and it's Christmas time.
The World Equestrian Center is a pretty amazing place, and we're going to start with it while it's daylight outside and you can see some of the things that they have set up. The decorations are amazing. They have so much to see and places where you can take really cute pictures and for kids to go in and out different things and kids activities. I'll show you a bunch of that stuff. And then as we get through the video, you'll see that things get all lit up and bright and beautiful as it starts to get dark, but that's also when the crowds come in. So if you guys are going to WEC for the Winter Wonderland, I suggest going early while it's still daylight out. It's a lot less busy. You'll be able to see throughout the video how right now it's pretty open. You can do some pictures in the daylight, although it definitely does look better when it's all lit up. You'll see that in a couple minutes here. But we get to walk around, see things. You can actually get on some of the different things set up. Like here, there's an actual spot on the bike that you can sit on. And then at 5 o'clock, the face painting and everything else starts. We were there right at the beginning, so we didn't have to be in a big line, but you'll see that that line definitely grows. And it's amazing how quickly they do their art. And it's free of charge. Of course, you can leave a tip, which we do, but the kids got to choose what they wanted to be. This little monkey of mine said that she wanted to be a Christmas cow with rainbow colors. So, yeah, you're going to see how that turns out. I'm not really sure what a Christmas cow is or why she was inspired to choose that of all things, but that's all right. And my other one said she wanted to be a Christmas cat. She ends up kind of looking a little bit like the Grinch, but super awesome that they have these opportunities to be out here and have these free different activities that you can do. The line was already starting to form a little bit and you can see the lights turned on. So it's not fully dark yet, but everything's starting to sparkle, which is really beautiful. And then the face painting was just finishing up, making our Christmas cow. Well, she's got her other little sister beside her there that had her makeup done first. And then this is pretty cool. She gets to see herself in the mirror and success! The Christmas cow is complete. So we moved along and I love how they've got everything lit up, like even the trees on the sides of the building that aren't key parts of the whole display. They really just light up virtually everything and it looks absolutely gorgeous all around. And still at this point, things are pretty low key, not super busy. And then it starts to get much more crowded as it actually does get dark. They also had free balloon making where you could choose something off of the list and they put together the balloon for you. Super nice that they have all of these free things and actually give the kids something to take with them. They just thought it was an absolute blast and don't normally get to have made like animal balloons, which they can make little dogs. They make these little wands. It's pretty neat and fun for them to have. Makes it a little extra special, gives that little extra special touch. And especially for in terms of cost, the Winter Wonderland is completely free to walk around. Doesn't matter how many people you're with. If you show up after 3 o'clock, then you pay for your parking, which is like $30 for parking. So if you go even earlier in the day, it would be free to show up and park. But with all of the activities that there is, the free things for the kids, and then there's so many beautiful parts to walk around and there's so many different picture opportunities. So if you're looking to get a really amazing Christmas photo with your family, the options are endless. There's things like this bus straight ahead that you can actually go and sit in the bus for pictures. And they had these dancers that were there performing, which was new this year. When I've gone to the Winter Wonderland at WEC in previous years, I don't remember seeing dancers. So I think that's kind of exciting that they're offering some new different things. Also, there's a stage with musicians and dancers on it as well. So they had a bunch of new things that we hadn't really seen before. And this was the first time my kids getting the face painting and air balloons as well. So I thought that was pretty fun to watch. And of course, as it gets even darker, their costumes light up even more, which is pretty fun to see and just kind of a beautiful display of art, which just makes it a little bit more entertaining too. So you can see it's pretty low key in the sense that it's set up with just that little wreath piece on the ground or garland on the ground, and everybody kind of comes and goes. They also have a whole bunch of bubbles, so it's almost like it's snowing, but not snowing. And then this is kind of a before it gets dark. You can see the walkway here, and then I'll show it to you afterwards when it gets a little bit darker. We decided to line up and go see the Grinch, and these things did take a fair bit of time. The line was pretty long. Welcome to Whoville. It was nice that there's little things to see and look at as you're waiting in line, which made it a little bit nicer. It was nice that Cindy Lou was there coming through the line to give the kids somebody to talk to, and they could take pictures with Cindy Lou while we were waiting in line for the Grinch. So that was really nice. My kids have watched the movie a couple times and they really enjoyed getting to see her. Then we get to go into the Grinch's lair to see the Grinch and get pictures with the Grinch. Really fun thing. I don't remember this being part of Winter Wonderland in the past years that we've gone. There's Santa that you can go see, who's a different lineup, and we decided to go see the Grinch because we did opt to have the breakfast with Santa, which is a separate thing they do at WEC, where you can go for the breakfast and it's a buffet. You get to have a gift from Santa. You also get to see the Grinch. So this is my kid's second time getting to see the Grinch. And this is kind of cool because even the exit, they dolly all up and make it all pretty. And outside now you get to see all the lights are turned on. It's getting darker, so everything's lit up really, really well. If you're heading to WEC wanting to take family photos, I would suggest coming right now, right at that timeline where it's just kind of gotten dark, but the sun hasn't fully set, because it's beautiful and the lights are really glowing, and yet the cameras still come out pretty good with the pictures. As it gets a little bit darker, it gets, I find, a little bit tougher with the photos. You have to be a little bit careful. I guess it depends on the quality of the low light of your camera that you've got that you're taking with you. But it's very fun. You can see all these little things that you can crawl in and crawl out. And before, the kids could just run around and play and go in and out. And then now people are forming lines and getting pictures in them. You can see it is significantly busier than when we started the day. Here's my little one getting on one of the snow ski sets here. Pretty cool. I love that they have so many different options. Here's one of the other face painting lines to the right there that was getting started, as well as going around the whole grounds. You can see there's a lot of different things to look at, and really cool that you can actually go in some of them. Like their kid ran into the hot air balloon. Here's a really neat Merry Christmas arch. So it's just a visually stunning experience to walk around. Inside as well, they've got lots of different types of trees all decorated, and you can go to their patisserie and get delicious goodies. Plus, of course, they have their toy store, which has a lot of great options and really competitive pricing, a lot of things too. Here's another one of the Merry Christmas arches, probably one of my favorite parts, and I thought this was beautiful. The Pegasus horse, one of my favorite ones to look at. You can see the busyness. They've got hot chocolate for sale outside. They've got different drinks, different goodies and things. Of course, they've got their pizza shop and Italian food that you can go get as well. So there's options to be there for supper and to have something warm. So many different trees, so many different globes and different things there. There's people inside the globe getting pictures. For me, this gingerbread house is the one that does the cake for me. I love this one. I think it's so darn adorable. I'd love to see in the comments what's been your favorite one to look at. So we did both a daylight photo and we aimed for a winter photo. They've got these reindeer sleighs. They've got even a horse and carriage one that lights up. So there's so many different options for what to see, what if you've got kids, for them to actually get to go in them. They've also got this little toy store that they put out right kind of near the entrance exit area, which is pretty clever. My kids did get a little toy. Here's the stage with some dancing and singing going on. And then now take a look at the archway. This is part of the entrance exit that goes to the parking area. And when it's all lit up, like now that it's actually dark, it actually is so gorgeous just to be going through there. Like, it's just mind-blowing getting to go through, visually stunning, and absolutely just breathtaking to enjoy for sure. And even when we start to head out to the parking lot, they have a zillion trees, lots of things lit up, lots of decorations. And this is just as we're leaving to the parking lot, which is a pretty cool thing. And now I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of breakfast with Santa, and the Grinch was there too. It was a event where you buy a ticket to have buffet breakfast, which the food was really good. And Grinch even came over to the table and chatted with us. They had a lovely buffet with lots of fresh fruit, different pastries, and then the typical eggs, bacon, things like that. The kids got to do letters to Santa, and then they could have a little short line to go to Santa. I'll show you guys a little bit of the area. Here's the short line to go to Santa, way better than going to the Winter Wonderland lineup. You can see the banquet hall there. Getting to see Santa, there was enough time to do pictures and tell Santa what you want for Christmas. There was even Belle there and from Beauty and the Beast. They had crafts that you could take to decorate frames. They had cookies to choose, so that way you could decorate them, which was really nice to have a cookie that they could eat there or take home, as well as getting a gift from Santa as well, and story time, which was pretty special. I'll show you guys a little look inside the hotel area where there's a horse made out of gingerbread, which is pretty cool. We went to the toy store as well. And then I'll show you guys a little clip of the patisserie, which is like my favorite area to get a delicious treat. You never know what you're going to get. Thanks for watching.
Remember to subscribe and check out harmonyhorsemanship.com for even more learning.